everyone, welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making soft pumpkin cookies with the cream cheese frosting. So let's get started. You are going to need to take out ahead of time 1.5 cups of butter and 1 8-ounce cream cheese. Now 1 cup of butter goes into the cookies, the other half is going to go into our frosting. So make sure you don't put all of it in at the same time. So in a mixing bowl you're going to need 1 cup of softened butter, I had mine out, it's a little chilly here and it's still a little soft. I've had it out for 2 days, so we'll see. I'll just whip it really good, it'll come together. Okay, so we're going to take our butter and 1 cup of sugar and we're going to beat this until it's light and fluffy. So let's get that started. Then you're going to need 1 cup of pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie pumpkin, okay? In another bowl, you're going to need 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a half teaspoon of nutmeg. And we're going to whisk that together. Okay, now I'm just going to continue to beat this until it's light and fluffy. In the meantime, you're going to need an egg and vanilla. Alright, once your mixture gets light and fluffy, you're going to add 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 cup of your pumpkin. I don't remember if I told you, but your oven needs to be preheating at 350. Now I'm just going to mix this until it's combined. Make sure you keep scraping down the sides of your bowl and the bottom of your bowl. Alright, once all this is well combined, we're going to add our flour. Just going to give it 1 good scrape down so that way it's ready for the flour. And don't forget to scrape your dough hook or whisk or whatever you're using.
Beater.
The beater. Okay, now I'm going to add my dry ingredients. I'm going to do a little bit at a time because I just don't want it to go everywhere. Down. While you're waiting for me to do this, subscribe and hit that notification button so that way you get notified of all the new recipes we put out, which is 3 a week. Okay, I'm just going to give this 1 more good whipping with the mixer, and I think we're ready to start making the cookies. Alright, now this is all mixed together. Don't worry, my hands are clean, everybody. Okay. Give it 1 good scraping. Now this dough's a little bit wet, don't worry. It's more of a cake-like cookie than like a chocolate chip cookie. Okay.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Alright, so either on parchment paper or Silpat, put on your cooking tray, and just take your scooper and we're just going to make round balls. We're going to bake them for 8 to 10 minutes or until they are light golden brown along the edges. Alright, so excuse me, this is what they look like. And on the bottom, they're not just slightly golden brown. That's what we're looking for. Now let these cool completely before we frost them. Alright, once your cookies are cold, we're going to make the frosting. You're going to need a half a cup of butter softened, 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 cups of powdered sugar. Now, I would do about 3.5 cups of powdered sugar and then see how thick it is. If it's still too thin, add the other half. But we don't want it so thick or so thin that it runs off, or so thick that we can't frost the cookies. So kind of got to play it by ear. So I'm just going to let mine go and we'll decide what we're going to do once it mixes together. And you just want it to combine really well. Alright, I feel that mine is a little bit too thick. I think it's going to pull the actual top off of the cookie. I'm going to add a little bit of heavy cream, add some milk, just a little bit, and go from there, and we'll see how thin it becomes. That little bit's going to be perfect, I can just tell. Okay, let me just scrape down my bowl. Oh yeah, that's perfect. A little bit more. Okay. Now we're just going to frost our cookies. This is perfect, you guys. It's like, see, that's how you want it, okay? So I'm just going to take my offset spatula and I'm just going to put a little bit on the top of each cookie. And then you're going to let this get a little bit hardened, and you don't want to stack these on top of each other when you put them into a container.
They ain't gonna last long enough to get into a container.
No. Jack says these are excellent.
They're excellent naked. Wait till I get them, you know, frosted.
Alright, so here's our finished cookies. I'm just going to leave them on the cooling racks just to let that frosting get a little bit hard. And then I'll put them on a pretty serving tray. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.